In this episode and in this lesson, it's all about friends. Who are they really? So let's get in the vault and we're gonna find out which box that he used. I'm trying to get that box. And we gotta find out how many times he came down here, under what circumstances. It's a lot of work he put me through. Thank God he put it over here. This little scheme. Revolt shit. This is real hype shit, bro. 1933?
Yes.
1933. Slava Ukraine. 1933, they did a fantastic job in there, bro. So, you know, we're going to retrace his steps several times, and we're going to get to that. But he went this way. When no one's going to see me, I'm going to be the most shady. Okay.
Shake.
Right. Oh, he wasn't here. He wasn't here. He was over there. Oh, that camera. Okay, all right.
No.
Ah, you were there and he was here. In here?
Yeah.
In here.
Yeah.
And here. So these two places. Wow. Okay. Beautiful. So as it turns out, he had a box that said D on it. He liked that, D for Danny. So he had it all the way in here, this dirty dude. So he got it for on the cheap to commit his schemes and crimes. Well, guess what, Danny? The bars are gonna close on you, bro. Jerk. I should have more money for me. It should be me. For me. I should have the money for me. So he was a star witness, eyewitness. He doesn't really want to be on camera. Retracing your steps with his backpack. I got my backpack. Now I have it for me. I'm picking up my house bracelet. And then he walked out through here. And he called me and he's like, I never crossed you, bro. Listen, this is when I called him. I sent him a bunch of messages. This is what he sends me.
Bro, why are you putting that shit on Instagram with my parents? My dad's been in and out of hospital for the last month. My parents are sick. You're gonna kill them, bro. I didn't do whatever it is that you're saying I did, man. Please, you want to do something to me, fine. Do whatever you want, but for sakes, please, man. My parents are sick. They can't handle any fucking
parents are sick.
Stress or...
Yeah, his parents are sick and they can't handle stress. My father, who's living off of $2,000 a month while I'm paying you a ton load of money so you could take care of your parents, I should not worry about him? Listen to this.
Like this, man, please. I told him I'm not working there.
I told him.
You suspended me.
I told him you suspended me. This is my message.
Fuck you, bro. You dirty ass motherfucker, bro. Fuck you and your parents, bro. I owe them one, motherfucker. For the last time, you piece of shit. You think it's a game over here, bro? You think I gave up my life for this for you to run around and be a little and try to find a way to dead me? Get the out of here, bro. And your parents, bro. It kills me. Ain't nobody gonna harm a hair on your head, bro. I'm just gonna drag you into the light, you rat, and your parents too. Them.
And then he walks out this door like a bro, discussing his parents. This stupid. Discussing with his parents my business and this and that, and they're telling Danishka, you know, these idiot parents, bro, sitting there babying their only little shit son. You know, you should have came down here, see who the putting your son on their feet, and shook his hand and supported me. But you didn't, because you're idiots, bro. Going up? Anybody ever tell you look like El Chapo? Plenty of times, huh? The question is, how do you go from this picture to being suspended from TraxNYC, like he says in the voice note, my parents know you were suspended, to being suspended from TraxNYC, coming at 9:30 in the morning, emptying a safety deposit box, and walking away? And the answer is in his dirty, nasty heart, jealousy, greed, and his dumb upbringing of his dumb parents, because that's really the most important thing. If your parents are dumb or they don't give in. It's just sad to say that. Or they don't get, you gotta reach ahead, you gotta push forward. My parents are not perfect people, but where they took me, I went further. Not grouped around like them, like this motherfucker, this little. I remember what he was saying to me. The first time he quit and he was telling me this, my mother's always right. Picture this, I started a business, I'm paying him a salary, and I'm trying to convince him to keep him moving and go a little further and keep it rolling. And what is he screaming? What is he ranting to me, this boy, bro? My mother's always right, my mother's always right. She told me this would happen. I'm like, yo, bro, your mother, bro. I didn't say that at the time, because I was in a position that I would somehow gave a about this stupid. What's your mother doing, dude? The does she know? They started some business over there in Queens, always trying to do it the grimy way, some zlobstva, you know, gluttony, some grimy ass business, cheap cutting corners. They've always failures in the end. This is when I was just starting the business, Danny came over and he liked the baller. He was always trying to be a baller. Had a little fake Louis cigarette case holder and some watches from JPM or some shit. And Danny was always popping it and holding it. So Danny was a waiter at that time in the Persian Grill. So anybody who's going to the Persian Grill who remembers Danny, you know what I'm saying? He always used to talk shit. He used to hate you. God knows what he did to your food or what have you, but he was like, they're so nasty, they're so this and that. But Danny was working at the Persian Grill as a waiter, and I started my business, and this guy was mad ignorant. I wanted to open up his eyes, that you could start a business, that you could be successful in this country, that you could accomplish something amazing. But he was too stupid to even think about that. He just wanted to be a slob. Once I got the business going and I got my boy Ariel in, who's now so icy, then I was able to get the ball rolling and then put Danny in. So Danny was like my 4th or 5th employee or something like that. And he was really good at sales, and we were able to build up a business up until the point I f***ed it up a little bit. You know, I was doing my young man shit like a retard, like Noah is now, whatever. F***ed up the whole course of my life. Of course, I didn't have anybody like me to help me out and guide me. If I did, I would have been 100 million strong. My favorite one. Nah, you don't want to go there. We'd be driving around, and I'd see a restaurant that I'd want to pull over because this motherfucker would just drive around and smoke blunts all day, and I'd be like sitting in the car trying to start a business and trying to build my life. And I'd be like, let's try something new. Let's go, let's try that spot. He's like, nah, you don't want to go there. I'll take you to a nice spot. And then we'd end up at 7-Eleven. One thing about Danny, after all the years, he was always, right, he taught me all the little snacks and all this and all that. This is not, you don't want that. This is what you want. Yeah, oh yeah. And we'd spend our days going to 7-Eleven and wasting our time, you know? So it just reminds me every time I look for a little snack or I look for a little treat, Danny's face pops out. Nah, this is the double. Yeah, you gotta get that. I met Danny in junior high school, as it was called, 7th grade. We were hanging out up and down this street, drinking my first beers, smoking my first joint. Russell Sage Junior High School. Danny was the guy that made me smoke my first joint, or made me get super high. He'd make me hold my breath, right? Just to show you what kind of friendship we had. I smoked my first joint with Danny. I always used to look up to him. One time, we were smoking like my 3rd joint and my 4th joint. Danny made me hold my breath. He's like, hold your breath, hold it. Take another pull and hold it, hold it. And that was the first time I really got stoned out of my mind. And you know, he was always into experimenting with drugs. He told me Xanax was a muscle relaxant, and it's gonna feel like you're sitting on the most comfortable pillow in the world, he told me. And why do I tell you this story? Because a lot of the kids, the disenfranchised kids out there, they're doing the same thing. They're hanging out on the street, popping a pill. You're getting high off of weed, then you go to the pills, then you want to go to the other harder drugs and whatever the hell it is you do. Not a lot of you end up owning a jewelry business, or not a lot of you end up owning a business, but more of you should. More of you should be rolling through your old hood successful. But some of you take the path, right? And even if someone tries to lift you up, you still go down into the dirt like this Danny did. And this, the only purpose of this video is to serve you a lesson so you don't get washed out in the rain like him.
Schmoopity-doo, bitty schmoop.